Hi, this is Paul Inch from the Tank Modeler channel. In regards to my international scale modelers SIG called From Russia with Love build. I've had this tank built up for the last 5 weeks, sitting in the cabinet waiting for paint, and I finally got round to it because my buddy build with Switcher is coming right to the end now, and so I thought myself it's time to get on with this one to finish it before the end of April. So what have I done? Basically, I used the Badger Steinal Res black undercoat on it, which went really well. Now, I didn't use the Badger version, even though it is, because I used the Ultimate Primer one, which is this one. I don't know if you can see that now. Yes, you can, just about. That it's the same as Steinal Res. It's the exact same formula. It's just being formulated and knocked out for Ultimate brand. So, but it's fantastic. So if you use Steinal Res and you can't get hold of it, the thing is, go for the Ultimate one, because it is exactly the same stuff. I've got 3 colours. I've got the grey, the white and the black, which is work really good. The grey and the black I'm going to use more than I'm going to use the white, but I've got it because at least it's there for me. As I said, I've used the Ultimate Primer, and it actually sprayed black beautifully all over the vehicle. It was lovely, and it's very forgiving. I tested it just to make sure. What I did is I made a puddle underneath one corner, underneath the vehicle, and when I looked the next day, because I do leave my things overnight like primers to dry, and when I looked at it, there was no puddle there. You couldn't see it. I couldn't even see where I'd actually done it. I knew where I'd done it, because I did, but I couldn't see it, so it was really good. Now, what else can I say? The next thing I did then after doing that, and which was the next day, which was yesterday, because today I'm going to have a spraying session tonight. What I did is I sprayed the vehicle green, and I used the Russian green, which is the Vallejo number, which is 71017. A really great colour. I'm going to take that off now. A really great colour. I thought it was good. Some people say it's too dark, but to be honest, when vehicles are new, they will be that colour or that similar colour, and they do fade over time. So this one vehicle, as it's a prototype, it wouldn't have been seeing much action. So I've decided to actually go with a prototype style of it, and that's what I'm doing. So it's got a nice dark green. Now I am going to tonal it a little bit, and I'm not going to be using the modulation system. I was going to, but I've decided to go with my own slight tweak to it. And what I'm going to do is use the Russian green 71.017 and mix some yellow orch with it, which is 71033, both Vallejo paints. And there she is, that's the colour, to tone down the green very slightly. Now I'm going to play with it till I get it slightly different. I don't want it to go too much different, but just slightly different. And then I'll be spraying around the hatches, anywhere from the top down, so you get that tonal difference where it would have possibly faded. And it will be a misting and not too heavy. The black still shows through a little bit on this. You can see the shadows. I'm really chuffed with that. It's coming on really nice at the moment. What did I use for playing the Ultimate Primer? I used my single action airbrush, the Iwata one, the M version, the M Iwata single action airbrush, and it's got a 0.4 needle. Excellent for doing this sort of thing. Any primer's really good, and metal colours. I've now got the full set of Vallejo primers, and for this vehicle, the headlights, although they're covered over and they look as if they've been sprayed over, I actually filled the headlights with silver, chrome silver from that range, using a brush. It is sprayable paint, but I used a brush, got a really nice shine to it, and once it was dry, I used Tamiya smoke to just do the bulbs inside. So then once it all dry, I put the lenses in, and then obviously through the lens I could still see the bulb shadow inside the elements in the bulb, inside these lights. But then I've put some mask rule over them, so when I sprayed I could just peel it off at the end, and it's they're done. So next thing to do then is basically, like I said, is to tone down the green a little bit, with a bit of lightening up with that yellow orch in the Russian green colour, to just give it that extra bit of oomph, to make it a bit dulled in certain areas. But like I said, this is meant to be a vehicle that's been preserved, or it's just been, well, not preserved, it's just come out of the factory, and it's more or less ready for trials, and it's been used lightly. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this one particular vehicle. So my next update then will hopefully be in the next couple of days, showing you what I've done with the actual yellow orch and how it's changed the actual look of the vehicle with the light spraying. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And I have had one thumb down on one of my videos now to do with this vehicle actually. What I would say is, if you want to give it a thumbs down, that's okay, but it would be nice to have a comment why that you gave me the thumbs down, just out of interest, whether it's the way I do the videos or not, anyway. But anyway, thank you very much anyway for doing anything, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.